Hello everybody and welcome along to the channel. We are here with Red Arrows Racing for a new season, here with Division 2, Season 11, Round 1, and we are here at Portugal. The length of this track is 4.653 kilometres, or if you prefer that in miles, that is 2.891 miles. We've got 15 corners here with 2 DRS zones, and the tyres that we are going to be using here tonight are the hardest of the bunch, which is the C3 soft, C2 mediums, and the C1 hard compound tyre. Of course, we were first time we've been here on the channel anyway, with being at the Portimao racetrack. Of course, we're going to be having a short qualifying session, 18-minute qualifying session, and then it's going to go into a 33-lap race. We'll go down and have a quick look at the results from last season. Of course, the final order was that Bennett got the championship after securing 3 victories, 2 in America and 1 in Belgium, and a few other podiums. So nicely done from him, earning 218 points, 25 points over San, who was in the McLaren, and Yeto in third, who had 168 points, so 50 points behind the leaders. But that is last season. We are on to a new season now, and we're going to be seeing how things are going to be turning out. Now, we'll get down to who it is going to be first up. I think it may be Young. Nope. Oh, there we go. So it's Robbo in the RB. Of course, these colours and on the icons on the map are really confusing, to say the least. Too many blues. I mean, there's Alpine, Red Bull, Williams, and RB as well. So very difficult sometimes when half the grid is blue. But right now, we've got Robbo just coming out around Sagres into turn 15 of Gulp. As you come down the hill at the final corner, here we go, around the Gulp we go, and then you come up the plateau. Here is where it levels out and you go and start your lap, of course, looking at the rear wing, DRS wide open, and you're downhill braking on the way to turn 1 before it comes up. Being careful on that apex curb, as he takes a bit too much out of that there and ends up invalidating their lap time. So what we'll do is we'll go and move further up right now. We'll see Young, see how they're going to tackle this in the Red Bull in turn 1. Nicely does it there. Into turn 2 and 3 now of Lagos. This uphill left-hander of turn 4 does end up providing a bit of understeer sometimes, so you have to be careful on the exit. Now downhill braking into Torvet turn 5, making sure you get good traction on the exit, which he does. Nicely does it. Around 6 and 7 and into the difficult turn 8 of Samsung. Being careful on the exit, as the car does like to slip with these being rear wheel driven cars. The rear does end up wanting to overtake the front of the car. Now around Portimao curve, down turn 12 and up the hill into turns 13. Nicely does it. Car's getting out of the way, and he puts too much traction down in and that lap will be definitely invalidated anyway. But we see a few drivers actually managed to get through. Full send. Dave did full send at 117.951. We'll see who else has got what it takes to go quicker. We've got Sean MC. We'll just go on board with them, as they're just about to finish their laps. Silver of CJ 131.699. Not a quick time there. We've got Tenner in the Williams 118. But we see Murph 117.571. Sean MC 117.954 puts that in the third place. But Murph right now provisional pole position. We'll see if he's got what it takes to keep that, if that was a good enough time or not, if anybody's got an answer for that. We're moving down We see Liam Esk has just started their lap, navigating turn 1 and 2 into Lagos turn 3. Up the hill into 4, being careful on the throttle on the exit, as the car does like to understeer. Into Tor Vip, turn 5. Oh, almost going a bit deep there. Having to use up all of that track available to them. Now into Samsung of turn 8. Everyone who's tuned in right now, welcome along to the channel. Great to have you. As we're on board with Liam Esk right now, as they're navigating sector 2 and just about to come up, just came to the end of sector 2 there and into sector 3 to go around turn 13. Only got 2 corners left to go. They've got an Aston Martin right on their tail, and I think that may be Dr. Braden. Around Gulp they come now to the start finish line to finish their lap. Puts in 11th, 120.190. We've seen Dr. Braden go a bit quicker, getting a good bit of boost there at the end. 118.329. We'll go further down. Nobby Bootneck is on a lap. Percival, where they've just started their lap. We'll go with Nobby Bootneck, as they just came to the end of sector 1 there. Now at the start of sector 2, let's see how the Mercedes is going to handle turn 6, 7 and the very treacherous turn 8 of Samsung. Being careful on the traction, using up the boost to get up that little cliff there. It is a bit of a steep incline, I will say, on the exit of turn 8, and this track is exactly like what Lando Norris says, up and down side to side like a roller coaster. But of course I think he was saying that about Magello, so, but same still applies to here. Nobby Bootneck though coming to the end of their lap, and they're going to get a bit of a tow here from the Red Bull. Let's see how this is going to fare for them. Coming to the line, 118.038, and who was the Red Bull there that gave them a tow? That was Young, who's just starting their lap. Percival, 118.562. So Young on the lap getting, oh, that Alpine getting in the way there. I think that wasn't Brewdog, that would have been Piley. Let's see how Young is going to be able to fare on their second lap. Of course, they'd end up invalidating at turn 1 on their original first lap. We'll see what the Red Bull has got in the tank. Still waiting to see a couple of drivers come out of the garage, being both Ferraris, and I don't think we've seen Scotty out on track either. Have we? No, we haven't. Young coming to the line. Time they're going to be able to put in the 117.872. Oh, had a close challenger there, battling with Murph here, and I think it's going to be quite a close one between them lot at the front, especially all those in the top 5 anyway, top 6. It's going to be really close between them. Karts though, coming to the end of their lap, using up every last bit of boost that they've got in that battery. Coming to the line, what time are they going to be able to put in on the board? There's going to be a 118.272. Just 2 tenths, just over 2 tenths shy of Nobby Bootneck's time in that Mercedes. Of course, quite unusual. We've not seen any other drivers come out of the garages just yet. We'll move further down to see Liam did invalidate their previous lap time. Got Steam Swede, puts it into 12th, 119.009. So let's see who is going to be up next. Let us see. On board with Liam Esk right now as they're navigating Craig Jones and into Portimao curve now, turn 11, 10 and 11. So let's see, Liam Esk is going to do, they're going to jump into the pits, yep, coming in. That's a bit unfortunate. Sorry about that there folks, just having some stuff to deal with there. Slinky is on a lap now, just coming around Sagres. Now into Gulp. Turn 15 and up the little plateau to the line. 118.859, improved by 3/10. So that moves them up one position anyway. So two positions. So nicely done there from Slinky. Sean MC, the other Haas, just finished the lap 117.802. Tenor just missed that actually. 117.663. We'll sit with the Mercedes of Nobby Bootneck as they navigate the Portimao track, just coming into Lagos of turn 3. Nicely does it, using up a bit of that boost there of the ERS to get up the little incline on the way to turn 6. And nicely does it, coming into the final sector now. We've got 118 to beat. That come up, I can't even see because people are tuning in and out, and it's telling me how many people are watching. So, but yeah, looking on right now at Nobby Bootneck, 118.038 is the time to beat. Get that car straightened up and straight to the line. There's going to be a 117.836, 2/10 quicker than his previous time, and slots in between Sean MC and Young. Dr. Braden is on a lap with Slinky. Are they on a lap also? Yep, and they're just ahead of Dr. Braden. Brewdog just starting a lap. We've got Joe. And I think they're just starting their lap now, are they? No, they just finished the lap, 118.528. So we're still waiting for two drivers to come out of the garage. I wonder when we're going to end up seeing them. With Slinky on a lap, I think. They're going to be doing this to the end. If they do, then this is going to be their final lap. They're not going to be able to get another chance to get a time in, so they better be improving. If not, then that is going to be it most likely for them. 18.397 puts them in the 10th position right now. We've got Joe, I think they're on a lap right now. They put in a 118.528 previously. They're a quarter of a second up on their time, so already that puts them above carts here. Let's see if they've got what it takes to put this on provisional pole. They've got a 117.571 to beat. Young improves that, 117.513. Zhou coming to the line. What time are they going to be able to put in? It's going to be a 118.272. So the tie with Carts, oh my god, that is really close between them two anyway. Carts is on a lap and can improve on their time. Let's see if they can deliver. Who is on a lap right now? Steam Swede is unfortunately invalidated their time. We'll see who that Haas is. That's Les Slinky, and I think they're just coming into the box now. Next one up is going to be Full Send Dave, who's just starting their lap time. Who is going to be the next driver up? It is going to be Brewdog. And I think they are just doing another lap just to get them tyres up and toasty and waste that little bit of fuel that they've got. They're going to be moving the ERS button. It doesn't look like it just yet. Oh no, they are. They've actually done that a bit later than I had expected. I think they could have done that a bit earlier, using some of that battery to get the boost beforehand. But on a lap they go now. Is that Joe I just seen move up the field there? Oh, off the track, Dr. Braden just getting out of the way of other cars. And I think that was Joe just putting the one. Not managing to improve on their time. Carts, are they going to be able to improve? It looks like they are. To the line, 118.190, so they do improve, just to guarantee that they're going to get that 8th position, but won't be moving on up the field anymore. Unless they could get around it and get another lap time in if they have the fuel on board available to do so. Robbo, though, on a lap, currently sitting down in 14th with 118.714. Have they got what it takes to improve on that time and move it up the field? Robbo to the line, 119.198, so not going any quicker, is doing another lap. Percival has retired in the pit lane as they realise they're not going to be getting another time, so they're going to be starting 13th at highest. So we'll move further down for now. Who is coming up to the finish line soon enough? So Sov not actually getting in a time at all, and they're going to be starting down in 20th place, so starting down at the back of the grid. Unfortunately, Steam Swede struggling to keep that RB under control. And I have no idea what was happening there with the Red Bull, trying to get a bit more battery in that bit more energy in that battery, but not working out as they intended. We've got Full Send Dave there on a lap. Nope, they're coming into the pits. Same with Nobby Bootneck. Tenor is just finished the lap. I think Murph is the next one up. He's just followed closely behind by Sean MC, so we'll go with Sean MC. Nope, he's not on a lap actually. Murph, though, has he got what it takes in order to get that pole position back off of the Red Bull to the line? It's going to be a 117.138. Smashes that time. Absolutely incredible. Has anyone else got an answer for that, Scotty? Does end up qualifying in P15 up to now with 118.702. Steam Swede invalidates their time. CJ Drama is trying to do pirouettes there, not working out. Soph not getting a time in at all. So I think it all just comes down to Scotty. But right now, Tenor, I'm unsure if they're just coming to the line, finishing their lap time, or they're just coming into the pits. So we'll go down to the Mercedes of Scotty, and we'll see what time they're going to be able to put on the board. They're going to be able to improve on that 118.702. Keep it in as tight as you can. to the line, 118.482. They do improve by a couple of tenths and move up to 13th position. So there we have it, folks. That is the end of the qualifying session, and now we'll get to the end results as soon as the drivers here get back into their garages. There we have it, folks, the end of qualifying, and now the grid will be set for the 33 lap race. Murph getting that pole position at 117.138, absolutely smashing time there after it being so close between the top five there, 6 or 7. Murph actually just smashes that, pulls that right out the bag. Young getting a P2 there in qualifying, so we'll be starting alongside Murph. Then we've got Sean MC and Tenor in third and fourth. Fifth and sixth is Full Send Dave and Nobby Bootneck. Andrew Pipsmith and Joe are behind that with Carson, 9th Liam Esk, 10th, 11th for Dr. Braden, Les Linky, then Scotty Percival, Brewdog, 15th, 16th for Robbo, Steam Speed, and 11th and 17th Piley, 18th, 19th for CJ Drama, and not putting in a time is Soph in that Ferrari. So now we're going to be moving on to the 33 lap Grand Prix, and the skies are looking a bit overcast. Are we going to be seeing some rain in this race? It's quite a possibility. Anyone right now who knows, fire a little message into the chat. Would be good to know. So now we're just waiting for the drivers to pick their strategies, fuel loads, and make any minor tweaks that they be wanting to make, if they do need to be, for this race. So there we go. Now we're getting underway for the race, and now we're having a look at the tyre strategy, and quite a variety here. So the top three all deciding on the medium compound tyres. Tetner in fourth place, and the Williams is going on the softs with Full Send Dave on the mediums just behind that in fifth. And we've got three soft runners of Nobby Bootneck, Andrew Pipsmith and Joe. And then we've got Kurt, Liam Esk, Dr. Braden on the mediums, Les Slinky going along on the hard compound tyres, Scotty on the softs with Percival in 13th and 14th, Brewdog in 15th on the medium compound tyres, and we've got Robbo and Steam Swede on the hard compounds, and Piley, CJ Drama and Soph all on the soft compound tyres. So quite a wide variety here at the start of this Grand Prix, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how each tyre fares in this opening few stages of this Grand Prix. The harder compounds will be wanting to make sure they get them up nice and toasty for the start of this Grand Prix. And we can see the whole of almost the whole of sector 2 there was covered by the whole grid there, so quite a big distance from Murph to Soph, who's just coming around turn 12 there. into 13, and see Murph is already almost lined up back on the grid, so we're just going to be getting underway in the next few moments. Can you feel it, folks? The intenseness, the pressure in the air right now, increasing the tension. Looking right now at Murph on that front row with Young pointing over to the left hand side, hoping to cover off that RB. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are away for the start of this Portugal Grand Prix. Young not getting a good start, but look, getting swallowed up by the pack. Murph pulled away. Tenor up 2 places already on Sean MC and who else was it? He just went and fell right down to the back of the grid. Young, and what has happened to Young? Let's have a quick look and see. He has got a broken front wing and just struggling. Fell right down. We've got cars on full send Dave not deciding to go full send there. We've got a Williams off the track. That's Tenor on them soft tyres, getting a little bit out of shape coming out of turn 5. And we've got CJ Drama with a 3-second time penalty, up 6 places already. That's the quickest 3-second time penalty I have seen in league racing. Getting one before the end of sector 2. Not really something that you want on your resume, not a record that you would want. Reminds me of Yuji Ide back in Formula 1, lasted, what was it, about 100 metres before he crashed, and it's the quickest retirement in history pretty much, I think. And we've seen a few drivers fall right down the pack. Joe and Piley, I think they came together. Any damage from either one of them? Joe has got damage. Going side by side right now is Nobby Bootneck and Slinky around the final corner. It looks like Slinky is going to have to, is managing to slot ahead, but is Nobby Bootneck going to go for it? He's staying out of that slipstream, so being cautious right now, moving further up right now. Grid separating a little, and we're going to see a possible overtake here. Having a little peek down the inside there, a few drivers going down into Torvet, but no driver deciding to go for it just yet. Oh, but wait a second, one does, and that was Joe. Deep light lunge there from Joe, and actually goes right deep, and Young has to sacrifice that position. Does have a broken front wing, but so does Joe. Oh, and I think Percival could have had a opportune moment there to throw it down the inside, especially with being on them soft tyres. You want to be taking advantage of them soft compound tyres as much as you can, especially at the start of this Grand Prix, before everyone starts to separate off. And it looked like Percival getting a little tap there from their teammate of CJ Drama. Murph putting in the fastest lap of 120.292 and is flying away in the lead right now. Looking on further up there. Oh, and we see Scotty moving out to the inside, getting out of shape there. Is this going to be the chance for Dr. Brent to throw up the inside going into Lagos? He does try, but he's going to wait and try and get the better launch going out of turn 4. But he gets a major block of understeer there. That is not going to help his chances of getting an overtake, and he has to yield that position altogether. Looking on behind Tenor and going for the lunge on Liam Esk. Isn't managing to get that move done just yet, but that could be all changing in the next few moments. Nobby Bootneck and Steam Swede swapping places there. Steam Swede losing a place there due to, I think that was a small error coming out of Samsung. Like I said before, you've got to really watch with your traction, watch with that right foot, trying to, as the rear end of the car does like to step out and try and overtake the front of the car. Looking on the CJ Drama, they have overtaken their teammate? Are they going to be able to overtake Brewdog just up ahead? As I think Brewdog has got, no, yep, he has got the DRS, but CJ Drama makes a light work of that and now moves up into 11th place. CJ Drama and Liam Esk and Tenor swapping places, are battling it out. Is Liam Esk going to be able to get this position back? He's going to have the better line here, but we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 for Lislinky. Is that going to turn into a VSC or anything like that? Nope, doesn't look like it, but it doesn't matter as Liam Esk has to hold position. But wait a minute, Tenor goes deep. Is this going to be Liam Esk's opportunity to get this move done and get back up into that 9th place? They're going to be going side by side around turn 7. Liam Esk's got that outside line going into Samsung. He's going to try a switch back here, but doesn't manage to get the traction. He slows that car down a bit too much. Doesn't manage to carry the momentum around that corner, especially with it being such an awkward exit. He doesn't manage to get that overtake done and has to settle in behind, but that could all change in the next few laps as the soft tyres start to run off. As we do know, this is quite a high degradation track with elevation changes and so many corners being up and downhill. Like here, this will put quite a lot of strain on that left hand side as they come around that final corner. Moving further up, Dr. Braden getting back past Scotty and moving up into that 6th position. Gets out of shape there at the apex of turn 1. Is this going to be the chance for Scotty to come back? Nope, it isn't. And the exact same happened to Scotty just the previous lap. So that is quite interesting. A lot of drivers are going to have to try and be careful of that inside curb on turn 1. Percival, though, looking like he was getting right close to the back of Nobby Bootneck. So, after not setting a time in qualifying, up 6 places right now into 14th. They've got their teammate behind them, but unfortunately the teammate has got half a front wing, missing that left hand side end plate, and that's definitely going to be slowing them up, especially in this it's quite a high downforce track, especially with such as fast flowing corners, such as the final corner on turns 1 and 2. Now, are we going to be seeing any overtakes here? Scotty has got the DRS on Dr. Braden. Are they going to be going for the move? Nope, it doesn't look like it just yet. But hold on a second, Nobby Bootneck out of shape, and I think most likely he would have hit turn 1, that curb there. It's not got any damage, so that's fortunate enough is able to carry on. The only damage is to their ego there. Robbo throwing it down the inside of that Alpine, not managing to get the move done, unfortunately. So let's have a look. Tenor here is going to have that DRS, but looking ahead, Scotty having a peek down the inside of Dr. Braden there. Tenor, is he going to go for the move? Nope. Robbo and Brewdog swapping places there, battling it out there for that 10th position. Brewdog walks away as the victor in that battle. Steam Swede off the track there, having to take escape measures, unknown why that was there. Tenor and Scotty swapping places, battling out. Liam Esk's just watching on at all this, and it looks like Tenor has got up into 7th place after having a terrible start there with Brewdog and Robbo swapping places also. Robbo keeping it in, trying to get that around the outside there at Samsung, which is going to turn into the inside, going into Craig Jones at turn 9 and 10 and 11, and manages to make it nicely, does it? Liam-esque and Scotty battling it out here. Is Liam going to be able to get the position? Yes, he is, after that error there from Scotty, and moves up into 8th position there. Nicely does it there from the Mercedes, just putting the pressure on Scotty for that error to happen. Of course, it is a very precarious corner, does end up having that slip of traction. It is quite interesting still seeing, Robbo getting a bit too much there on that inside curb at Samsung, and that forces him to end up losing that position to Brewdog, who moves up into 10th position. Liam-esque off the track. Liam-esque is off the track at turn 12. That's very interesting, and does end up losing a lot of ground to the other cars. Loses about nearly 4 seconds. Looking on right now, Liam-esque and Brewdog. Brewdog managing to get past. Same with Liam-esque. Andrew Pip-Smith has just been overtaken by Sean. Is that the switchover for the softs with the hard compound tyres? Joe and Brewdog here battling out. Is Joe going to walk away with the 10th position here? It looks like he is, and he's going to have that DRS also to help him defend, but that RB having a look up the inside, going into Torvip, holds that position. Got 2 Red Bulls swapping places there for 14th position. We've got this 3-way battle here for 2nd place between Sean MC, Andrew Pip-Smith and Cards. Steam Swede got a 3-second time penalty. As now we are on lap 10 now. I'm just going on to lap 10, and we're going to see an overtake here from Andrew Pip-Smith. Looking on from Cards, so we've got a perfect view, and it looks like Andrew Pip-Smith now manages to get the overtake done and moves up into 2nd place. Nicely does it there from that Williams driver. We'll move further back right now and see Young not getting close enough there and having to hold off. Andrew Pip-Smith and Jeezy Peeps, Carts and Andrew Pip-Smith battling out side by side here, going down into turn 5 there, coming out of turn 5 into 6 and 7, and Carts managing to get up past, so Andrew Pip-Smith has gained a place and then lost 2 positions. It's like 1 step forward and 2 steps back there for the Williams driver, unfortunately, after pulling off a good overtake on Sean. Sean managed to pull it back, then that offset did upset Andrew, and Andrew is pushing a bit too much here, and it looks like these soft tyres are pretty much done now, and he's almost fell out of DRS range, which he has, and I don't think he is going to have that DRS in order to help him. Nope, he isn't, so he's already fell out of that DRS window. Carts now, it hasn't, and now takes that 2nd place off of Sean MC. Tenor and Dr. Braden swapping places also for that 6th position. Moving further down, is Robbo going to get past the Ferrari of Joe there? Yes, he does. Percival into the pits. Sean MC and Cart's still battling out here as Cart's going to manage to use that momentum around the outside to hold off onto that second place. Yes, he does. Nicely does it there. Nice move there from the Aston Martin to maintain that second place that he just recently took from Sean. Seeing this battle here for 9th place. Robo just dropping out of that DRS window of the driver ahead of Brewdog. These soft tyres definitely won't be lasting any longer. 10 laps they have done. Andrew Pip-Smith though has managed to get within that DRS range again. Sean is going to be going for it, going down the inside into turn 1. And it nicely does it, but he goes off track and that's going to upset him a little. And this battle between these two drivers is allowing Andrew to keep up. And is he going to be able to get a double overtake here and get back up into 2nd place? I don't think it's going to be a double overtake. He could possibly pull off a single here, deciding to hold it around the outside. And he has to hold on to that 4th position for now. So we've got a 3-second time penalty, and same with Dr. Bredon and Steamed Swede. That's not good when you start seeing them all coming in. We'll have a look at the penalty situation as things stand at the end of lap 12. So we've got Full Send Dave, who is on the 3 seconds, same as Dr. Bredon in 7th. 6 seconds for Robbo, 9 seconds for Steamed Swede, 10 seconds for Percival, 3 seconds for both Ferraris of Soph and Joe, and 6 seconds for CJ Drama. So quite a lot of penalties out there right now. Scotty is into the pit lane, and same with Nobby Bootneck. This is a Mercedes double stack. Is this going to be a classic Mercedes double stack? Nice and smooth. Is it? No, just held up ever so slightly by about half a second. And I think he would have been able to get that jump on Young, but Young manages to get in and get back out just ahead of the Mercedes. We'll move further up and continue to watch this battle here for 2nd position. Murph is just away in a legally zone right now. 4.5 seconds the gap to 1st place from 2nd. Let's see now as Andrew Pip-Smith is bearing down on Carts and Sean MC. Has he got anything left in them soft tyres, or looking right down there, is he going to be jumping into the pits this lap? Is that going to be the case? No, he isn't. He's holding off just a bit longer. Let's see what he has. Now we could see that. Oh, that's CJ Drama there, getting a 3-second time penalty at turn 1. Into the pits comes Robbo. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that for? Oh, that's for Liam S. Oh, he's dropped right down the field just there. A few drivers coming into the pits now, Robbo and Piley. Let's see, has Liam S got any damage? Nope. Let's see how things are going to go. Dr. Braden getting past his tenor now. Piley into the pits. And this just allows these drivers to move up another couple of positions. Liam S getting right out of shape there at turn 1, hitting that inside curb. And that could have been fatal there, but he manages to keep it under control. Nice and easy there. Actually, he did make that look easy there, holding off Full Send Dave, managing to get past Andrew Pip-Smith now. And Andrew has actually fell off quite a way after battling for that second place. Seen a few drivers into the pit lane now. Both Williams are into the pits. That is not good, and they are both a fraction beside each other. So unfortunately, we'll be possibly losing a place. Yep, to full send. Dave Tenner will not be happy about that. Oh, wait a minute. Bit of a glitch there. CJ Drama has DNF'd, just brought it into the box and retired the car. Oh, Slinky just getting out in front of Tenner there. But Slinky is on them old tyres, them old hard compound tyres. And we'll be trying to hopefully do them another 5 laps possibly. Let's look at Karts right now, who is battling with Sean for this second place. They're both still yet to pit. All top 6 runners are all still to pit. Having a look at the gap to the leader, Andrew Pipsmith sitting 32.5 seconds off the leader. Can he take that second place with this strategy? He's going to have to try and hope the tyres can last him to the end, unless it's going to be a 2-stop strategy. And some of these runners at the front are going for that 1 stop. That is the question. Team Swede, both Williams getting up places. Past Tenner getting past Les Slinky, and Steam Swede getting past Andrew Smith getting past Tenner there. Getting past Steam Swede. Man, those cheesy peeps. Oh, and full send. Dave fully sending it there down the inside of Leslinky, and Scotty now moving up past Leslinky. Also, the hard tyres are done. DNF for Leon Mask. He jumps into the pit lane and retires the car, and not being their ideal race, unfortunately. But right now, Robbo on them soft tyres will be wanting to get up as much as possible and take advantage of them soft compound tyres, and that is not the way you want to be doing it. You've got to realise that the driver ahead is on them old hard tyres, and it is like battling someone with who's got no grip, and that's one thing you've got to realise, that they're not going to be able to brake as easy as you, especially with them being old hard tyres to fresh soft tyres. Full send. Dave also been overtaken there by Scotty, who moves up into 9th position. Let's see how this battle is going to unfold. Is Scotty going to be... Nope, it doesn't look like it. Not getting close enough, either any of them. So now we're going to be just moving up, and we'll have a look. Oh, wait there. Robbo and Full Send Dave, they're getting right close with each other. We'll have a look and see what the position changes are right now, as Sean MC comes into the pits from 2nd place. Where are they going to fall down to? That is the question. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, but that goes away quite quickly. And we've got green flag conditions yet again. Percival getting a 3-second time penalty. And just watching to see, is Andrew going to be able to get the overtake done on the Haas? Yep, it does look like it, just managing to get out. And that causes him to get a 3-second time penalty. So that's a win for Sean right there. Robbo trying to catch up to the Full Send Dave, and both of them hitting that apex curb at turn 1, and you don't want to be doing that, as that does upset the car, and the car is not going to be happy about that. Now looking at Robbo, he's looking for that move, trying to force an error from full send Dave, and that turn ended up causing him to make a full send mistake, and he ends up getting a 3-second time penalty. Looking at Robbo still getting a little bit out of shape, could have went for that move on full send, but gets out of shape and now has been overtaken by Tenor. Carts into the pits now, having to cover off and answer Sean, who's been overtaken by Andrew Smith. Carts into the box and is back out again. Brewdog just making their way past them now. We'll see Andrew Pip Smith fall through with Sean passing, and now Carts comes out at the back in 6th position. Let's see, is Joe going to be able to come back at Nobby Bootneck? Doesn't look like it. Robbo does come back at Tenor there, and now gets back up into that 10th position, but that's lost them a lot of time they do not have, especially with being on them soft tyres. Time is limited. Brewdog under threat from Andrew. Looking at the tyre situation, of course, the top 3 still yet to pit, staying with Steven Swede and with Slinky. Andrew Smith holding off just for that slightest moment so they could get the DRS. And Andrew actually faring quite well on these medium tyres compared to Sean on the hard tyres, trying that medium, that one-stop strategy, and I think the one-stop might actually be the way to go after Murph and Dr. Braden are attempting it as well. Same with Brewdog. One-stop strategy could be the way to go. Tenor and Robbo still battling out with each other. Robbo getting that curve there on the inside. Steam Swede into the pits now, having to get that front wing changed also. Wait a minute, he's not got that front wing changed yet. That is not going to be healthy for them front tyres. Robbo trying to battle with Tenor here, and this battle is just losing both of them time to the drivers ahead. Carts right on the back of Sean, and Carts actually went onto the soft tyres. That's quite interesting. I think this may be a quick burst from them, going to be trying to get as quick as they can. Of course, here we go, Carts now getting past Sean, and Sean going for that switchback. They're going to have that DRS. DRS is going to be opened up, and now Sean gets that position back, absolutely smashing, and now moves up into 4th place as Dr. Braden has pit. Carts had no chance there. The genius racecraft there from Sean, moving up into 4th place, getting that position back, absolutely smashing. But his Cart's going to be going for it here, going down into turn 5 of Tor Vip. He's going down the inside. Is the Haas going to try and perform with switchback? There's not as much grip there on the inside of Tor Vip. Unfortunately, Murph has almost got clear air to get the pit stop done, and they've went 20 laps on them medium compound tyres, got a 23.3 second gap. When are they going to be boxing? And it's going to be right now. Into the pits they come. Carts and Brewdog battling out their Carts, getting past Brewdog, moving up into 3rd place. And Andrew Smith is just pulling away right now. Got Murph into the pits as Andrew just rounds the final corner now. Looking down at the minimap, I think Murph maybe just get overtaken here from the Williams. Yep, not by much. Carts isn't going to be able to get past though. getting out quite safely in some clean air. Is Murph on them soft tyres, making them do him to the end? Is this going to be magic happening right now from Murph? We will soon see, as he'll slowly, or quite quickly actually, close that gap to Andrew after having that Andrew on them 7-lap old medium tyres compared to them older, fresher, softer tyres. Tanner sending it down the inside on Dave here, but not managing to get the move done just yet. These two have been battling out quite often here. Yellow flag in sector 2, that's at turn 12, and I think I didn't manage to see who that was, unfortunately. That was actually Young, so unfortunately there. Let's see, full send Dave. Are they going to send it and do a Ricardo special here? Going down into turn 1 here. Got a yellow flag in sector 3. Full send gets the move done just before it, just to make sure, and it looks like he's offset Scotty, and now Tenner slips up the inside at Lagos there, and now we've got Robbo, who is retired in the pit lane, and we've got 3 retirees all have retired in the pit lane, so we've had no crashes out on track anyway, of drivers being taken out, or by any unfortunate incidents. Murph right now managed to close that gap on Andrew Pipsmith, but is Andrew going to end up having that DRS going down into turn 1, as it looks like Percival is trying to give him a bit? Is he? That is the question. Who's got the DRS here? Did Percival manage to get the DRS, or is Andrew Pipsmith? Andrew's got it, so it's going to be a race here down into turn 1. Andrew defending like his life depends on it, using that barry down the inside, and Percival will be getting thanked later on if Andrew does manage to walk away with this win. But Murph has been in another league right now, just holding off for now. Welcome along all those who are watching right now. Great to have you with us. If you want to fire a little comment in the chat section, be good to hear from you and how you think this race is going right now. Murph battling it out like he's for that first place, and Andrew defending like a lion right now. But is he going to be able to hold off? He's not going to have that DRS advantage here. Or is he just going to let it happen right now? I think he is just going to let it happen. Just moves to the side. And he's just going to try and stay where he is. Of course, he's got a 3-second time penalty. And he sees that Murph is just ahead. So he's 1.6 seconds out with Carts right now. With Carts being 4.5 seconds back. So it's not too bad there for Andrew, so he doesn't have to worry too much about that right now. If Murph does end up getting a penalty, then it is on. Tenner here with full send. Dave just ahead in that McLaren in 6th position. Having a look at the penalty situation, Tenner just has to sit behind and hold off, and he could actually get that 6th position nice and easy. Andrew Smith, are they going to manage to keep within that DRS range? That is the question here. I don't think they are. They're going to have to get a good exit here from the final launch zone. Nope, it doesn't look like it, not managing to get that DRS that they needed. So now this is going to be the time where they start to fall back. We're going to move down to tenor. Is he going to be going for the move here, going down into turn 1? Nope. He was planning on it, but didn't work out. Looking on at Joe right now. Are they going to be able to go for the move using the DRS? Too far back. Closest battle on track right now is Andrew Pipsmith and Murph, after Andrew has managed to close that gap in to Murph up ahead. Murph being at the advantage right now of not having any penalties, so they've got that advantage over Andrew, as Andrew does have that 3-second time penalty. Look on at positions gained, Karts up 6 places, same with Dr. Braden, up 5 for Steam Swede, Piley and Soph. Soph doing quite well after not setting a time at all in qualifying. Steam Swede unfortunately getting another time penalty, dropping them even further back, and they're going to be moving a couple of places down. Andrew still just keeping that gap within reach of Murph, as now we move on to lap 27 out of 33 now. We've got about 7 laps remaining in this Grand Prix. Andrew still just sticking with the RB right now. Andrew Smith, jeezy peeps, that was really close there to the back of that RB, and I thought that we were going to see a spin out of Murph or Cards losing a wing, but fortunately enough no contact was made. Was really close though. Now Andrew having to use a little bit extra of everything to try and pull in that gap a bit more, and then that ends up causing them to brake a bit later. Young 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I think that's maybe going to be it for their Grand Prix, unless they're going to be jumping into the pits for a set of softs to get a new to go for that fastest lap. Of course, fastest lap right now 1:18.707. And that is actually quicker than the world record established in 2020 by the Mercedes W11 V6 by Lewis Hamilton. 1:18.750 was the fastest lap in real life at this track. So, time being quite nicely there, and just realising that, and looking away for a second, Andrew has just managed to get past Murph, which I never even noticed. So my mistake for that, folks, but you ended up catching it there. Murph, so going for that move to get that position back. Of course, it's not going to matter as much to Andrew, who is... it's not going to matter as much to Murph, because Andrew does have that time penalty, unless he can contest that later on in the stewards room. If it was maybe for avoiding action, of course. So in which case the race is still on, and we will still conceive it as such. So Andrew right close to the back of Murph, and these two are still battling out tooth and nail for that win here. Whether Andrew walks away with the win or not, he still wants to at least get it on track. Because I'm having that penalty, he doesn't want to, wants to at least walk away with the pride of getting the win on track. Is Andrew going to be going for the move here? Murph using some of that battery to defend for now. And Andrew using some of that battery to just try and close the gap a bit more, not knowing he's not going to be able to get the overtake done, but he's just wanting to try and get Murph to pull him along for now and just hope that the RB makes a mistake. We'll move further down as we see this three-way battle ensuing for 8th position between both Mercedes and the Ferrari of Zhou. Nobby Bootneck moving out and taking that 8th position off their teammate after Scotty moves into the slipstream of the car ahead. Zhou just seen these two drivers swapping places here. Murphy and Andrew still real close in that middle sector, especially half a second between the pair of them. Zhou still sitting closely on the back of these drivers ahead of the Mercedes. And they're actually doing quite nicely, being on them 18 and 17 lap old medium compound tyres. Of course, we did see Murph take the medium 20 laps. Or 21 laps before making a pit stop. So is this going to be a switch here? It makes sense because Zhou isn't going to be going for much here after having 6 seconds worth of penalties. And Scotty actually lifting off there, deciding not to go for the move on Nobby. Scotty's just going to try and defend from Zhou. Sorry folks, you're going to have to give me one moment here. So sorry about that folks, just having some technical issues at the moment. Of course it seems like everything has fixed itself now, so we're all good on that end right now. As now we move on to the final lap of this Grand Prix, lap 33 here. And we could see a winner arising in just the next few moments. We've got Andrew Smith, who is just behind Murph here. Is he going to be going for the move here, going down into Torvet of turn 5? Or is he just going to be sitting behind I think it would have been worthwhile going for the move and trying to force that mistake from Murph. And you never know, Murph might have ended up procuring a penalty himself, and then that would have been it all on, and it would have been a fair game. But now they're just rounding Samsung. They've got, I think that's the Ferrari of Soph just behind them, just ahead of them, sorry. Scotty going to be going for any moves on Joe. Doesn't look like it, not yet, not getting close enough. So right now we'll go with the leaders. Oh, and Murph makes a mistake. And Andrew Pipsmith, they both come together there. That is going to be quite questionable. Murph is, both of them are actually out of fuel. They've both under fueled for this Grand Prix. And they're actually running out of fuel right now. This is going to be a real tough one. Murph just managing to get that win by 7/10 of a second, 3.47 seconds though, due to that penalty. And Karts now comes across the line to take third position. We've got Sean MC in that Haas coming home in fourth position. Then we've got Dr. Braden on track getting that fifth position. Dr. Braden moving down after Tenor didn't have a penalty there, and Full Send Dave does move down to 7th, now 8th after Nobby Bootneck not having any penalties. Scotty moves up to 9th after Joe having penalties. Brewdog moves up to 10th after Joe getting penalties. Steamed Swede is going to move down a couple of places, down to P14 after getting 15 seconds worth of penalties, as we wait for Liz Slinky to come across the line, who will finish in 12th position. There we go. Piley coming across the line. Are they going to be able to move up on Steamed Swede? Yeah, I think they did. No, I don't think they did actually. So there you have it, folks. That is the end of the Portuguese Grand Prix. And now we're going to see the winners coming out the top three onto the podium, of Murph getting that win, and Andrew Pipsmith in second, and Karts in third, all accepting the trophies, and will be away to have their little champagne fight out on the podium. Murph getting that victory from pole position and the fastest lap of 118.707, walks away with maximum points here tonight. Andrew Pipsmith in second, battling out quite closely with Murph, but I do think he ended up not giving it his all due to having that penalty. Karts in the third, Sean MC in fourth. Tenor, after an unfortunate start, did end up moving down a few places and finished in fifth. Karts actually up from ninth, so nicely done from them. Dr. Braden up 5 places from 11th to finish in sixth. Then we had Nobby Bootneck, Full Send Dave, Scotty in 9th, 10th for Brewdog, after coming up from 15th. Nicely done from them. Joe 11th, 12th for Lislinky, Steamed Swede in 13th, 14th for Piley, Soph in 15th, Percival in 16th, 17th for Young, and unfortunately Robbo, Liam Esk and CJ Drama all did not finish the Grand Prix. So there we have it, folks. That is the end of round 1 of season 11, and next week we are going to be at Zandvoort, same time on Monday, so tune back in for that. Then tomorrow we're going to be with, I forget, with Rise tomorrow, so that's going to be at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and that's going to be at Jeddah, so look forward to that if you are a fan of the channel. Enjoy the content. If you enjoyed tonight's video, leave a like, it'd be much appreciated. It lets me know that you are enjoying the content, and also subscribe to the channel so I know that you guys are interested in seeing more, and it really does help the channel out, so much appreciated for the ones who do. Either way, you guys all take care, and from me it is peace out.